Hi there, this is Simon from Dive Experience. I want to talk to you about one of the masks that we got on special in our closing down sale. This is a little Mares mask, and it's black silicone, really nice little mask. But it's got a tempered lens, and we always say you've got to have a mask with a tempered lens, but why is it important to have a tempered lens? You want a tempered lens so that if something hits it and it breaks into very small fragments and doesn't damage your eye. You don't want big shards of glass coming back into your face. So how do they check masks to make sure they're tempered? Well, it happens at the manufacturing process. To have a look at that lens, this is a typical style lens that's come out of those masks. When they come into the factory, the factory take a few at random out of the batch, and they test them. And the first thing they do in the test is they cover the lens in sticky tape, and this holds the lens together in the testing process. They then mark off a set area, and in this instance we've marked off a circle about 30 millimeters in diameter. The lens is then put down, and we use a self-loaded center punch. We put that on it and we break it. Now when we've broken it, you can see it's broken into a whole series of fragments, and which is what we want. We don't want it breaking up into long shards. And then we go through and we count the pieces. And you can see on this one here, I've already gone through and I've counted how many individual parts there are in that circle. In this case it's 37. So in an example like that, they'd look at 37 broken parts in there, and that would be the norm. If they only end up with a few lines going through there and it maybe broke up into 8 or 10, they'd just reject that and reject the whole batch, and then they get a new batch made. I thought it was a pretty interesting way in which it's done. Obviously you can't use the lens again, but interesting to watch. Anyway, that ends up going back into the mask like that, and that's how we end up with our tempered lens masks.